strength of Chris Polk behind that big offensive line. He gets right behind Jason Peters and follows him into the end zone for the Eagles' first touchdown of the night.
Joining us as he does every week here on Eagles Game, playing Eagles head coach Chip Kelly. Coach, another tough one Sunday, but there's always some positive things you can take out, like for instance the red zone. Good job this week in the red zone, starting with this first touchdown from Chris Polk.
Yeah, we did a good job. We executed down here when we had the opportunity. Kind of really starts up front. We're just running a basic staple zone play where our three offensive linemen are responsible for these three defenders here, depending on how this combination sorts itself out. And then on the backside, we've got a great double team block working the defensive lineman up to the linebacker here. And then we're doing one more combination block up to this right here. And then we're just handing the ball off to Chris. Chris is hitting it as a downhill run play. On the front side, obviously, we displace the three defenders. So the ball, if you bring it back a little bit, is going to be run either in this gap or in this gap, depending on how it expresses itself. So as the front side goes and you watch them take off and go, they do a great job at displacing them. And then it really starts right now on the backside with just a great double team block between Evan Mathis and JP on the backside. They get the D lineman moving. And then Evan always keeps his inside arm free, which he's supposed to do, and then comes off on the linebacker. And if you bring this back and just let it go and just watch these two guys, combination block come off, and that's just a great finish. Both guys on the ground, create a gap for us. The ball ends up coming behind JP. Selleck doing a great job of sealing. He gets the defensive end cut off. Ertz gets the defensive end cut off, and the ball is run right there. Chris does a great job of getting his shoulders downhill, and we're in the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice design on the run play here from Darren Sproles. What would you call this? It was shady.
Yeah.
And lead blocking on the edge there.
Yeah, we're just running one of our staple plays, a sweep play for us, but most of the time, we've got Darren lined up at wide receiver. When LaShawn's offset here, the ball's going in that direction. So I think the defense may have been understanding. A lot of times people slant away from the back, so we just felt like as a change-up, if they're going to go with the back on this side and anticipate the ball being run this way, let's bring the ball back this way. And we're just running a straight sweep play that it starts with two great down blocks out of our tight end and our tackle, and then we're pulling our guard and our center around for these three players here. But we also have picked up the running back. So we're 3 for 3 on the perimeter, and then we got a speed guy in Darren that we can really get to the edge on. Darren obviously gets in. If you get this from behind, you'll see where it really gets started. These two guys have to get it started. Brent has a seal block right here on the defensive end. Lane has a seal block on the defensive tackle. And then these three guys right here, 1, 2, and 3, we have a running back, a guard, and a center responsible for those guys. We're going to go up on the backside over here. We're going to fan block so we don't get caught from the backside. We'll let this guy go just because we know he can't chase down Darren in this situation. We start with the down blocks, and then really LaShawn does an outstanding job of just capturing the outside shoulder of the defender to start right here. Andrew Gardner is going to combo block here. If this guy goes over the top, Andrew will take it over, and then LaShawn's up top. If this guy comes inside, then Andrew has this, and then our center's pulling around the whole heap for it, and then Darren is just taking off.
Your defense had another very good game, particularly against the run. Nice job from the front seven here. Brandon Graham, great job of setting the edge in place of Trent Cole here.
Key component to what we do with our outside linebackers, they got to rush a passer 1, set the edge 2, and then drop 3. And then against run teams like this, just his ability to set the edge and turn the ball back to where everybody is. He does a great job right there. You look at that guy standing straight up and down. He's got great 2-gap on him right now, and his eyes are located on the ball carrier, so the ball can't get outside of him. Fletcher Cox, again, having a great year against another really, really good offensive tackle in Smitty, who's a real good football player, former all-pro football player in his own right. So you watch what Fletcher does off the tackle. He's in great 2-gap mode. He presses the outside shoulder so that as Brandon Graham sets the edge, the ball has to crease into the C-gap, but Fletcher Cox puts his body into the C-gap. Benny and Seth are doing a great job building a wall. A great running back like DeMarco is always peeking and trying to see if as it bounces, is there a cut backside. These guys have all held their gaps and closed the backside gaps. And then here's Bradley Fletcher filling on the outside if the ball gets spilled outside. Casey's coming into the C-gap where we're always going to have the ball spilled in the C-gap. And then Michael's just in a trail position in case that ball cuts back. And again, that's just great team defense. We built the wall. Everybody's in great shape. Brandon comes up actually making the tackle. But you credit Fletch right here by not allowing that ball to cut into that gap. It's got to bounce back out. And then Brandon Graham was right there to make the tackle.
And you got a pass rush going here on the Cowboys. I believe 3 sacks Sunday. You only pass rush 3 here, 3rd and 19. First of all, great job coverage on the back end that allows Vinny Curry to get this sack on Tony Romo.
They did. They're in an empty look. trying to chip out with their 2 guys on the edge here, and then get 5 guys out into the route. So they're protecting with 5 and we're rushing with 3. But we feel because we've dropped 8, we can cover 5 receivers. Now we've got to be able to get home with 3 guys. There's a double team on our nose, which is Fletch. Vinny's getting doubled over the top, and then Trent's got the single. Trent's doing a good job of hitting the spin move, coming back inside. He moves Tony off his spot, but because we have everybody over here on this side really doing a good job protecting the stakes, understanding the down and distance, and making sure that everybody's covered because we've dropped so many guys in coverage. If he gets him off his spot, it gives us an opportunity, and here comes Vinny. And the great thing about Vinny is he's just so relentless. And then because of Vinny's relentlessness, you'll see him continue to get outside. He's just playing the play harder for longer than them. He gets him off his spot. There's nobody in coverage. He's coming down. He attacks a throwing arm. The ball's out. No one really realizes the ball's out. And then watch the alertness out of Fletcher here. Coming in, it's a city ball. He's got to get on it and get it covered up. And we do a great job. Gave us an opportunity right there. We went on the field on the 14-yard line, and 3 plays later, that was a touchdown by Darren.